I need to talk to my brothers and sisters about something that you may not be ready for. Now, I am a registered Republican, but I miss Bill Clinton.
I gotta apologize to McCain because I talked about McCain baby arm.
I had to bring some for the sisters up in this motherfucker. Welcome to the Sheryl Underwood Show.
How y'all doing?
Let's bring it to the politics. Go ahead, say what you feel on my show.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, shorty. I supported George Bush. That's my boo right there. I ain't trying to criticize nobody.
I think Michelle Obama's going to get pregnant this year.
When they asked Barack, what do you have to say? I swear on God, he said, this goes out to all the ladies in the house.
Only on my show do they keep it real like this. The Sheryl Underwood Show. How you start off,
Tell me about
I didn't pick that.
That was probably one of mine.
Well, what you're hearing is the beginning of the Sheryl Underwood Show. I think that's the Judds. Tell me about the good old days.
Yeah.
It's a great song. It's a great song, and that's how we roll here on the Sheryl Underwood Show. You know, we play great songs here so everybody can enjoy it. But why Jim Kelly is saying, on his whiteness, he did not pick that song.
But anything that started out with Grandpa is cool.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
But there's some trucker out there saying, hey, that's my jam.
I doubt
it. But in rebuttal, we need to play Bill Withers' Grandma Hand.
Grandma Hand. So you got to get Grandma equal
time. This is Sheryl Underwood Show. You know my voice, but that other voice is my wonderful, wonderful. We ain't gonna say guest host. We ain't gonna even say co-host. We gonna say you are now part of the Sheryl Underwood Show. You might as well act like you are, because you're gonna be here for however many times you want to come here. And we're hosting together the great Howard Hewitt, who has a tour out right now called what?
The Men of Soul tour.
Men of Soul.
We'll be in Dallas this coming weekend on the 24th, and we'll be in Detroit on the 1st of October. My birthday, actually.
Oh, you a Libra?
Yep.
October 4th?
Wow.
October 1st.
Oh, 1st.
You and Jesse Jackson?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have one question.
Jesse's like the day after mine.
Do ladies throw panties on stage?
You know.
I throwing panties?
You know. Yeah, I mean, but some of them turn into parachutes.
Oh, they get bigger panties than others. But we're talking about what Libras do in Sex Men is Serious, and how y'all are, how Libra men are.
Libra. There you go.
Yeah. It's delectable, but it's a buffet, I would say, for most people. Succulent Stacy is here with us. Glenda with the Great G Spot has something exciting going on, doesn't she? He had something exciting. And then Kyle's going to call in with Colin Kelly on sports. White Jim Kelly is here representing OG Poetess, representing For Real.
Yep.
For real. She going to tell this followed during a break about how she followed this dude up in this good restaurant. Followed dude. Let me tell you something. Dick is a motherfucker. So she follows this guy and ends up finding one of the greatest restaurants in the history of mankind.
That's right.
Wonderful.
What you won't do,
do for food.
That's right. Go ahead, say that, Bobby Caldwell. Go ahead, say that, Bobby Caldwell. And we have guests, because the topic tonight is how do you manage the cost of raising kids in today's economy.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about children, since I don't have any. That's right, I had my transmission drop. There's nothing inside of me but lost car keys and watches and wedding rings in there. So there's nothing happening up here. I can't have no kids. But I always want to bring to the Foxxhole listeners something that will edify them. So in talking about children, we have a special guest, Mr. Byron V. What's the V stand for?
Valdicio.
What?
Nice.
Y'all did. I bet. Wait a minute. The two sisters that work for him was like, what the hell? Valdicio.
Only for you, Sheryl. I tell the secret.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Byron Valdicio Garrett, the CEO of the PTA.
The name of oil.
Did it?
Put Valdicio in there.
My car's running kind of rough. What should I use? Some Valdicio. He's probably
Premium gas.
He's probably heard them all.
I know, right?
He's going to tell us why the PTA is important. He's going to talk about parent-teacher associations all over the world, all over the country, and why it's important for all of us to support the PTA. We're going to have some great discussion, and there's no business like show business with OG Poetess. So y'all got to stick and get ready for that. And we are going to talk about that news that was dropped on CNN. Not that we know it was done, but it wouldn't be the Sheryl Underwood Show if we didn't go, what? Who did it?
Who did it? Where was it done?
That's right. So when we come back, We're going to talk about how do you manage the cost of raising kids in today's economy on the Sheryl Underwood Show. That's right. You're listening to the Sheryl Underwood Show on the Foxxhole Sirius 106 XM 149. Go ahead, Francis.
I didn't pick this one.
Yes, you did. Why did you go?
They're framing me.
Another one of mine.
Okay, now what is this?
You know the,
Sure know.
name.
I know the song, but I can't remember who sings it.
But
I didn't pick it, I swear.
But it's funny how it comes on and then everybody looks right at you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody turns around and looks right at you.
He represents all
Hillbilly
whiteness
stuff.
on this show. He represents all things white, whether he wants to or not.
They're framing me.
All things white.
Well, it's a cut. It's a cut. Now I give it up now.
It used to be a hit, sure.
One boy, one girl, Colin Ray.
Okay. Okay. Colin Ray, good thing. Okay. Jacob, the man of God with the big rod, right now is trying to kill himself because he does not like what he calls that shit kicker music.
Shit kicker music.
Yeah, he hates it. He hates it. We're back on the Sheryl Underwood Show. We're going to get into our political brief. That's right. And now it's time to talk about the politics of politics. Poets, lead us in our discussion. What are we talking about today?
Well, the big talk was about Christine O'Donnell this week, responding to the witchcraft comment she made, I think, about 10 years ago on Bill Maher's show.
What'd she say?
She basically, well, this is how she responded to it. She said, how many of you didn't hang out with questionable folks in high school? But her comment was on the Bill Maher show was, I dabbled into witchcraft. I never joined a coven. I hung around people who were doing things. I'm not making this stuff up. I know what they told me they do. One of my first dates with a witch was on wait a minute. One of my first dates with a witch was on a satanic altar, and I didn't know it. I mean, there's a little blood there and stuff like that, she said.
So how old was she when she...
She was supposed to be in high school at this time, I guess.
You know, I do have to say that, you know, when you're in high school, I mean, you're gonna hold somebody to the fire of things that you did in high school.
Howard?
It's kind of crazy.
Howard. What's your grandmother name?
My grandma name?
Yeah, what's your grandmother name?
Angelina.
Miss Angelina. Is she still alive? She's still with us? Okay, who is the oldest person in your family still alive?
The oldest person, my Aunt Marion.
Okay, Aunt Mary, know that you nowhere in your young life was you on a satanic altar. No black child.
Hanging out with her.
No.
But I'm not only just talking about that. I'm talking about other things. Like she said, you know.
This bitch said witchcraft. We gonna stay focused on witchcraft.
Kind of to the left. Witchcraft.
And she
is
blew
like,
it off like it was nothing.
How do you
like,
blow off blood?
What was you doing on the altar though? On the satanic altar? That's first of all.
You never been
dated-
on the altar?
Not doing no nasty shit like that. No, that's
on a
not-
first date?
On a first date. And then that's cheap.
And it's not sexy.
She said it's cheap.
It's cheap. So that because the altar got to be outside. Because all witches do they shit outside.
They do.
Okay, so they was outside in the wilderness.
with big bonfire.
A big ass bonfire. That's some bullshit right there. So I don't know how. Okay, white Jim Kelly, you white. How the fuck did that happen? How did it happen? What the fuck was the satanic altar?
Were you
Makes us look
dabbling in
bad.
witchcraft when you
No,
were
I
in
was
high
dabbling
school?
in dark places, but it was
Dark places.
drinking beer, but not witchcraft, no.
Well, see, I agree with you. When we were in high school, you know, in the San Joaquin Valley, I went to Atwater High. Yay, go Falcons. And we would go out to the almond orchard. And we would drink, even though somebody would break into their mother or father's liquor cabinet, and we would pretend like we knew how to drink. And some of the Aggies would bring, you know, that's back when you could have guns back then, you know. And so, you know, we were doing shit like that, you know, or toilet paper, TP in people's houses. Nobody was doing no satanic bullshit. Witchcraft. First of all, okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I kind of believe the bitch story, but I think it's a stupid ass story. There's not a man on this earth that can get me to dabble in Satan.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you can get me to break some of the commandments and some of the shit in the New and the Old Testament, but dabble with Satan.
Yeah.
Dick ain't that good.
a whole
Dick
nother
ain't
level.
what's strongest. Stacey, you gonna risk eternal life?
No,
For
I don't think
sex.
so.
How do you think this is going to affect her? I mean, she's one of
at
the
all.
Republican Senate
Republican.
candidate.
No.
Come on, Cheryl.
Karl
Here's what it is.
Rove
Republican?
says
Uh-huh.
that he believes that
The bitch gonna lose.
that by her being in that position, that it's going to automatically win over to the Democrats.
So how does
That's
the,
right.
the Republican Party feel about this?
Well, this is how we feel. First of all, the Tea Party may be stirring up some things good and bad, maybe bringing up some issues good and bad, but it's going to dilute the strength of the Republican Party. right now. They're not going to be able to do what they need to do. But the best thing that can happen to the president, let him take over the House and the Senate. So now he'll have somebody to go, look, I was trying to give y'all all the shit y'all need. It's them motherfuckers not helping you. And then he can get reelected. He's going to get reelected anyway. But this makes it a little bit easier in 2012. I don't believe the bitch going to win.
The other thing that just came out that I'm seeing here on CNN is that she's doing no more national interviews after her Fox interview. So is that reminiscent of like when Sarah Palin came out and couldn't handle the press and doing the interviews? Do you think this might be the case with
for a book tour.
Christine O'Donnell?
On behalf of the Republican Party, she shouldn't talk anymore.
Just thank you. Thank you. She want to win.
Be done.
On behalf of our party, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because we already got another white bitch we can't control.
Don't need to.
Hell yeah, this bitch, goddamn, we about to lose again.
One other story before we go to our break into the topic.
Are you gonna do the president giving his good ass speech?
I'm going to talk about the recession supposedly finally over.
Excuse me, everybody with money in their pocket, raise your hand. Well, shit ain't over.
One person in the room. One person, ladies and gentlemen. Who happens to be the producer of the show.
That's right, that's right. OG always
you didn't say
balling in
how
that
much money in your pocket.
You always balling in that money. You always stacking that
How do you
paper.
say that? And it's still 15% unemployment rate in California. Seriously. And the unemployment rate among African Americans is like way higher.
It's always, okay, but unemployment for us is always higher. Isn't it, Howard?
It's always higher because, you know, we're
we don't hire
a
each other.
minority in the whole situation. So, you know, you have white folks who are like a whole bunch of them. So, like,
Tell it.
Well,
so
how we
they're
25% unemployment and it ain't but 12% of us?
ain't nobody got no job.
That's right. Of our 12 to 13% of the population, there's a higher proportion of us being unemployed. But Howard, wouldn't you say that we don't do the shit we used to do to stack our paper?
You mean
We used to take multiple jobs, and you know, if we want to be in the entertainment business, we would work another job while we working another job to get there.
I mean, because it takes you have to work. And I've been harping on this whole American dream thing all day. You know, because somebody said on the news, American dream.
I think
you know, and it's like, and
with the president.
Yeah, what about the American dream? Well, every dream I've had, I've always had to wake up from it, right? So like once you wake up,
Isn't that a song by Christopher Williams? It's nice that you light-skinned dudes would talk about each other records.
Did he make a record like that?
I'm dreaming.
And you wake up.
So you woke up from the American dream, and what happened?
But you have to wake up from your dream. You have to live real life, and like you said, living real life is doing the things that you have to do in order to survive.
Yeah, like moving to Haiti. I hear the dollar is like $250 to one.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, I'm gonna move to Haiti. But I'd be like, live like a queen on unemployment.
Wouldn't that shit be funny if when Oprah said she was gonna take them somewhere, she would have got all them white people on the plane, and they was like, Oprah, where we going? We're going to Haiti, motherfucker. We're about to rebuild Haiti.
She's actually taking them all to Australia, and she's paying everything from their passport fees to the gifting fees, the taxes, the
Really? How many people would you take?
I think like 200 people.
But you know what? It's two of them 200 to say, God damn it, I can't go. My boss said I can't go. My warrants ain't taken care of. I ain't got
But
no
you know
passport.
what? Oprah might pay for all that.
You think so?
Pay for a week's salary and the whole nine.
Now, who else we gonna get into politics?
Just wanted to wrap up by saying that President Obama did come out and say that although the recession is over, that people are still struggling.
That's right. And he understands that, and he's trying to make jobs, and he's trying to do everything he can, and he will get reelected. But y'all need to go to the polls in the midterm election so you can give him everything he needs so he can run this country.
And also they got to realize too that we have a Congress and that's so polarized.
That's right.
That's crazy. So he can't just go in there and change stuff. You know, he just can't go in there and say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. It's got to be, everybody has to be in agreement. And right now, you know, one side is like you know, crazy, and the other side is crazy, and
everything it does is magnifies. Like, instead of normally for presidents, they'll say, you know, let's examine his first 100 days in office. For him, it's like, let's examine his 250 days.
That's the first time I've ever
Let's examine
seen
his 300 days in office. Can you let it go?
Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna let it go because it's President Obama, and Jimmy Carter said it. And I don't agree with everything Jimmy Carter said, but this is the one time I did. The fact that the times have changed in politics where parties work together. Now they seem to get elected by being more divisive. And if you notice, the Republicans that did vote for the health care reform bill now being challenged and put out by the Tea Party member. But where are the Americans who believe in what President Obama's doing and know that he needs the time to effectuate that? Why do I sound so smart? Because you're listening to the Sheryl Underwood Show, and it's time to go to break. And when we come back, we have Mr. Byron Valdizio. Valdizio,
Put
Garrett.
some of that Valdizio in my
Go get my bottle of Valdizio so I can lotion your ankles. From the PTA, who will join us and talk to us about how do you manage the cost of raising kids in today's economy. We want to hear from you. Hit the phones at 1-877-210-6106. We're going to talk about how we raising these children when we ain't got nobody on the next Sheryl Underwood Show, which will come back right after this break. I know I was about to ready to say it again, because I just heard another song. We're back. Why, Jim Kelly, did you pick this one?
Yes, this is one of my favorites.
This is one of yours. Okay, what is it?
No, I didn't pick it.
No, oh, you
I picked the song.
Okay, so
Stacy picked the
Stacy, our black blonde, picked the song. Tell us what is this song and why did you pick it?
Because I Googled songs about kids.
So you didn't listen to this?
No.
You could have did Save the Children by Marvin Gaye, which I have listed. Where's that at? Hello.
This is Trey
busy
Atkins.
today. And I just was
It's
thinking,
Trey
well, you know,
Atkins?
Belinda's
I love
not
Trey
in,
Atkins.
Cal's
Yeah.
not in. So I'm like, let me pick some.
Are you back with that white dude that you met on the internet?
I am.
God,
no
that's what
wonder.
this shit is about.
I knew it.
Okay.
That's what this shit is all about.
They
Well,
going- they
we are
going
back.
to date. I'm little boy.
So is it rubbing off?
You've never sang a country song, Howard?
You know, I love country songs. I love the lyrics to country songs. There's a lot.
And
What
Cheryl
country
did
song
country-
would you sing?
I don't know the names of country songs.
That's why I love country songs.
Because you don't
It's
know
about
the
boozing, talking down to women, fighting, all kinds
Yeah.
of good stuff.
and stories. You know, they got real stories.
You
and
know
stuff.
some good Hank Williams. It would be
Yeah.
good for your voice. Elvis.
Elvis
Absolutely.
definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Howard Hewitt revisits Elvis Presley.
Howard Hewitt
But a
sings
hound
country.
dog.
That would be really cool. You make a fortune off of that.
I know, man.
You should
Rod
do it.
Stewart, I know.
Man,
Next one.
Portage, you
Howard
produce.
sings Elvis.
You produce. Yeah.
Make it happen, boy.
The king meets the king. That's the shit. Then I can
Howard
pull my
sings
suit
Elvis.
back out because I got the custom
You got
made.
the Elvis suit?
Oh man, I got the custom made
She really
Elvis
does.
jump with the wig and everything. I used to do this thing. Okay, I'm gonna get to our guest. I used to do this thing where I would come out, and it was called Shelvis. A tribute to the king. He was the deepest shit in the world. I did all that karate shit. And I would come out. First, I would do that, you know, that music. I'd come out and do the dance and shit. And then I'd do some CC Rider. And then they would do Battle Hymn of the Republic. And I'd kneel down.
Kneel down and
Man, black people were like, this bitch is
They were
crazy.
like, what the hell? They didn't know what to think. Everybody was in the front row was like,
What the fuck?
what? Is she really?
If he putting down their wig going, this just fucked up
Were you
my
in a
heart.
white outfit?
Red and white.
Nice.
Red and white. It was white with the red inside, with the red kick pleats, with the gold line hair belt.
Collar.
Hell yeah, the high ass. That shit heavy. I don't know why Elvis was fat, cause that shit was heavy than motherfucker. And I wore it overseas at a USO show. And then the troops, they were like screaming and hollering. They were like, and then they wanted me to throw the wig out. So I had like 4 backup wigs you could buy from his and her hair.
And she still has it. I see
Sure
her in her
did.
closet.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you see that? Yeah. So, okay, I apologize.
All right.
Okay, our guest
We digress.
is the National PTA's Chief Executive Officer, Byron Valdizio Garrett.
Yeah.
He leads and performs executive duties in the largest child advocacy association, composed of and comprised of 5 million more members, which we're asking everybody to join the PTA. Everybody
Right.
should join it. He's going to tell you
That's
why.
the Parent Teacher Association, for those of you who don't know.
Wow,
Right,
who
right,
would not
right.
know what the PTA is?
Some people don't.
Really?
They have another name for it too. Another
No.
organization.
We
It's
don't.
just the PTA.
It's the PTA.
We're just the PTA.
That's just the PTA?
Just the
Thank you,
PTA.
brother.
Yeah.
You're the
Just the
first
facts.
black man that had the PTA.
Yes, I am.
But that doesn't stop you from making it a wonderful organization that has always been.
It enhances the skill set to do so.
Wonderful. It has the skill set. That was mighty white of you, buddy. Wonderful.
Jim
You're
understands that.
an author. You're former K-8 school principal. Oh, I didn't know that. You're author of several books, including The ABCs of Life, which he's going to tell us more about that. You've been on MSNBC, the Dr. Phil Show. Ooh, can you get us all on the Dr. Phil Show?
How is Dr. Phil?
That's a good question.
I don't know. But if you ask Montel Williams how he feel about Dr. Phil.
I don't.
Man.
Okay, we're talking about that in entertainment news. I'll tell you that little story right there. And you are a board member of the Mary J. Blige and Stephen Stout Foundation for the Advancement of Women Now Incorporated.
Right.
Welcome to the Sheryl Underwood Show.
Thank you so much.
Tell us, tell us about the PTA and tell my listeners, especially Low Life,
Cotton
Ball, Black Ice. Who else need to join? Everybody that listens that's a VIP Platinum encrusted caller, why they should join the PTA and why the PTA is important to our children's lives and the education and foundation of our nation.
Well, right now, America's in a crisis not because of the recession, even though we think we're coming out of it. But we're not coming out of this dropout situation with kids dropping out at an alarming rate. Some 7,000 kids drop out of school every single day. So whether you're mom, dad, auntie, uncle, big mama, grandmama, anybody else, you should join the National PTA and become a member to help support educational initiatives on behalf of children across this country. We're 114 years old, so we know a little something about making sure kids do well in school, but we need families to get engaged in the educational process, and more importantly, we need dads and men to step up to the plate, not just in the athletic life, but in the academic life of their children.
That's you, Howard Hewitt.
Exactly. I wanted to ask you, Mr. Garrett, when parents join this organization, how does that help?
Well, it helps in a significant way. There are 26,000 local PTAs across the country and on military installations overseas. So you join your local PTA, you become part of the state affiliate, and you're also part of the national affiliate. So when we go and meet with President Obama or Secretary Duncan and move bills on behalf of children across the nation, we're doing that with the unified voice of over 5 million folks across the country. And at the local level, it helps you do things in strength. So when your child is having challenges or your school needs improvement, instead of you feeling like you're an isolated parent, you go in a collective group saying, how do we begin to transform this particular campus to get the results we need for our children?
Tell me something. How did the No Child Left Behind situation really affect, the country as far as
No Child Left Behind, and of course now it's being called ESEA, the Elementary Secondary Education Act. But in short, No Child Left Behind was good in theory. It really finally shined the spotlight on the disparities in educational achievement or lack thereof for children of color. So it's not as if black and Hispanic students had been failing for decades. That had taken place. But no one was finally saying we must own up to the fact that we're failing children across this country that are not white, that are not from the suburbs, and that are not from middle to upper income families. And since that is the case, then what do we do fundamentally to transform it? And so No Child Left Behind really shined the spotlight on ensuring that they were able to get a quality education, but it fell short on providing the funding to do so.
So what you're saying is my president did a good thing with No Child Left Behind, but the House and the Senate didn't fund it.
I'm saying that the Congress did a good thing when they passed the bill.
Go ahead and say my president did a good thing. You know you want to say my president did a good thing.
I want to say that the folks sitting in Washington, D.C.
You saying my President George Bush, better known as Killer, did a good thing.
Look, and Cheryl, I tell folks it doesn't matter whether you're the party of Barney, you could be a Republican, Democrat, in between, as long as you got funding and resources to support the education of every child in this country.
You've heard it here.
Because we got
He
kids.
said my president did a good thing.
I said, or the party of Barney. I said that too.
That's right. My president did a good thing. Okay, can I ask you a question? Do you have to be a parent to be in the PTA?
You don't, because I'm not a biological parent. I helped raise my 2 nephews, but you do not have to be a parent. That is a misconception.
I thought he was telling us something. I thought we was getting a scoop.
No, that's a misconception. And so folks think you got to be a parent. If you're concerned about the economic future of this country, whether you're a senior citizen or whether you're a teenager, you should join the National PTA.
So what programs are in place like to get kids more interested in school? Because I think that I heard somebody say that we're trying to teach kids in 2010 with a 1956 type of situation, so I mean, how
so the system that we use in education right now is based on an agrarian calendar. So we tell kids that they should go to school from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., but you should spend more time playing video games, watching television, hanging out with your boys and girls at home than really focus on the books. So when you look at kids in America, and not compare them to kids down the street or across the state, but you compare our students in this country to kids in Finland, Singapore, Taiwan, that they will be competing against in a global workplace, you find that we don't even rank anywhere in the top 20.
Nowhere.
Generally in math or science, we're going to be somewhere like 22, 23. In language arts, we're going to be 24 and 25. And so we need to help children in this day and age see the connection. So if you're 16 and you're sitting in school, what's the connection between me taking algebra and geometry and what I get to do when I get out of this place? And so until we're able to help shore that up, plus we also need to utilize technology in a unique way.
That was my
Kids play video games and they do activities all night long, and then we tell them to go sit in classroom for 60, 90 minutes. Can you give me undivided attention? Adults can't go to work and give their boss 90 minutes of undivided attention, but you expect Johnny, who's 12, to do that. That's not possible.
Let me ask you a question. There's a movie that came out. Was it Looking for Superman?
Waiting for Superman.
Okay, it's about to be all the rage because you know what? Oprah get on it. It's about to be all the rage. See, I don't show Bill Gates crying, everybody crying. Okay, so how do we deal with the fact that there's some great teachers out there that are not getting everything they need, and then there's some horrible teachers that get to keep their job.
And speaking about that, it's like because like she said, Oprah. I watched it yesterday, and the lady.
Man, did she break it down?
Yeah, I mean,
Oprah made me cry.
And Michelle Reed, the lady Michelle Reed was on there, and
Chancellor from D.C.
The chancellor from D.C. and that, I mean, it's like she's guerrilla type of stuff, going in there and trying to change the educational system. But what was really shocking to me is that a teacher can get tenure in like 2 years.
Right.
2 years. And like we talked earlier.
Or less, depending upon what district you're in. You can complete 1 full year and you're a tenured professional depending upon where you are.
I mean,
has nothing to do with performance of your students. Has everything to do with who put in your time.
I know.
I already passed half of the CBS.
Mr. Garrett, what do you think?
Half of it.
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest problem facing schools today?
I think there are a series we have a calamity of failures that have taken place. So
and what are they?
Funding is an issue.
And where does school funding come from?
Partly from federal, but the majority of it comes from the state and local funding. Most folks think it all comes from Washington, but it doesn't.
And does the property tax have something to do with that?
It does, depending upon where you are geographically.
Okay.
So funding, family engaging, getting families actually involved in the educational process. That doesn't mean showing up to campus to a PTA meeting.
Right.
It means what am I doing with Johnny to teach him how to read when he gets home at night? What am I doing in the summertime? So family engagement will be the second one. And then the third one really is looking at pay for performance. When you have an educator that's doing extremely well, how do you fund them and give them the resources they need? And if you have an educator who's not doing well, and children will tell you.
Weren't they doing that based on test scores at one point?
On test scores don't necessarily equate. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't necessarily equate to what that actual teacher did or did not do.
You just teaching me how to take a test.
Right, or if I get a student this year who's in 5th grade,
you could have been my principal.
My assessment is based on that.
You could have been my principal. That would have been a whole story.
But unfortunately, we find out that student hasn't been on track for the last 3 or 4 years. This year, I'm being judged on his or her academic.
Yeah, he gets punished.
Right. So instead, what do we do to provide the resources for children to achieve in this country? And so, Sheryl, you mentioned Waiting for Superman. I encourage every family to go see it and have a discussion about what do I need to do at the local level to transform what education looks like, and how do we create other options to ensure our kids are learning.
Because like you said earlier, parents need to really get involved in it. Like I can't send my kid to school and expect the teacher to raise my kid and to provide everything that my kid needs.
Right. You just think I've got him ready to go to get on the bus, so magically education takes place.
Right.
And you know what? I believe America, to some degree, has sold our families and our children a bill of goods. There's a story back in the New York Post about a year ago about a student that graduated out of Brooklyn named Wayne Nolan. Wayne Nolan graduated, and the cover story was a diploma I cannot read. Now, that's Wayne in New York, but there are students like Wayne all across this country who are graduating. They've been passed from class to class, and they can't even read, write, and do simple arithmetic.
But that's not just African-American students or students of color. Those are also
across the board.
It's all students. But let me tell you what the real problem I see is, and I'm just going to say it as a Republican on the panel, and boy, Jim Kelly backed me up. If we don't educate our children, where do we get the new and exciting things that come through research and development? How do we compete on the world stage? What about this global economy? That's right. So to me, the problem need to be, and for us as black people, I'm just going to say it, we built schools when they told us we can't go to your school. So that's where Tuskegee came from. So why is it that we as a people and as a country, we don't value education? We talk about it, but we don't value it.
Because we don't put the money where the mouth is. So if you're a candidate, you take a picture with a baby, you talk about educational platform, and then you get in the House or Senate or in your General Assembly in your state, and you don't support it when it comes down to the bottom line.
But then what about the fact that sometimes you got to cut a deal to get certain things through? So then you say, okay, you
can't cut a deal balancing the budget on the back of kids. America will never move forward if half of this country is not educated.
But why would you make it? But why would you make it? Why would you make it an issue where the government should do it? There are great schools, Yeshiva's great school, Notre Dame's great school. There are great church schools out here. There are great charter schools out here. To me, the public school system is where we got a big problem, because when you get in a private school system, you got a little more control, a little more entrepreneurship involved in this. I would say that really what needs to happen is, one, everybody needs to join the PTA. And I'm not just saying this because he's sitting across from me. I'm just saying, if you really want to get involved in advocacy, to me, that's the best place to do it, from what I've read. Now, if I find out something different, then I ain't gonna tell y'all, because I'm trying to get y'all to join the PTA. I'm looking stupid right now, but I'm just saying everybody should join it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's not just about me if I was a parent. It's about me as a business person. I can't hire nobody if you can't read or write or talk or do anything. But you couldn't have been my principal. I don't give a damn. It'll be a whole damn movie. It'll be a good ass movie though too. But
because you want to
and your principal will be in jail.
Have Sheryl talking about Valdisio.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can spell. Bitch, can you spell any more? Little bitch, can you spell any more words? That's all I can spell. VALDEEZO. Let's go to the phones. Dwayne from Pennsylvania. Dwayne, welcome to Sheryl Underwood Show. What's on your mind today?
Hey, good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. Sheryl, I want to go back to what you said a few minutes ago. You said charter schools, church schools, privately funded schools, they do well against public schools. And what you said was true. Is all about those dollar bills. I live in a district in Pennsylvania, Central School District. It's one of the top school districts in all of Pennsylvania, but it has a lot of money. So when you have money allocated to resources, guess what? You're going to end up with the schools, with the computers, the laptops, the swimming pools, the polo team, anything that they can fund.
A school got a polo team, Dwayne? Dwayne, they got polo? Where the fuck they getting these horses in Pennsylvania? What horse? Come on.
They got it like that.
They got it like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm telling you what you now are. You now are a platinum VIP caller. You will be a diamond encrusted platinum VIP caller when you get a phone, nigga. I couldn't hear none of that shit you said. I was deep into it. Okay, let's go to Big Ben from Kentucky. Stop smiling at me. That's Big Ben, the blacksmith. Let's go to Big Ben from Kentucky.
What you doing upstairs, Big Ben? Big Ben, that's my house.
Girl, you better get up there. You better get the spirit. She said,
quit your lollygagging.
That's right, get the spirit.
Because Lord knows I'm trying to help you. Honey, I quit. That's right.
Okay, we're sorry. You just heard Sheryl and Stacey do an excerpt from Lady Sings the Blues, where Scatman Carruthers was Big Ben and Dinah Ross was Big. What you mean you quit? You better get the spare. Remember she told that was $2. Remember they sell a pussy for $2?
Up them steps and quit your lollygag, because the Lord knows I'm trying to help you.
How you sell pussy for $2?
Oh, in this economy, it's easy.
Why you looking at me? Boy just looked at me like, never in the world. Okay, wait a minute. What am I doing? Big Ben.
What's up?
Hey, Big.
Hey, what's up, Sheryl?
What's on your mind? What you want to say today?
Nothing much. I just wanted to talk about being a member of the PTA, which my daughter, she's in college and my son's in high school now, but I was an active member back when they was in, the younger years of school or whatever. And also that my little chick, she's a school teacher. And, for a lot of the activities and things that she would like to do for her students or whatever, she don't have the money. So, as far as with the school budget or whatever, so she just takes out of her own pocket for a lot of the things that she wants to do, And
that's nice, Big Ben.
But they can write that off, right? Can you write that off?
Can you write that off?
Yeah, she does.
But Big Ben, did you say your chick is a teacher?
Yeah, my little lady's a teacher.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why you help in education. I bet you tighten her up every morning. She go to school, happy teaching the kids, bringing them graham crackers and juice and shit. They have, because Big Ben done tighten that shit up, huh? Let's go to, you want to go to Troy in Cleveland? Troy?
Hello?
Hi, Troy.
Hey, how you doing, Cheryl? How you guys doing on time?
We doing all right. What you want to talk about real fast?
I wanted to talk about the situation with the graduation rates. It's sad. I mean, I'm from Connecticut, and I had the opportunity to go to one of those charter schools. And I watched my brothers grow up in public school, and I noticed a big difference. And the first thing that I want to point out is your school environment, you know, plays a big role in, you know, what's going to take place after you get that diploma. Okay, now at my school, we all were forced to wear uniforms. We had block scheduling, you know, and we just had the connection. You know, the school professors were determined to have us all understand the material, and, you know, it all motivated. Everything was based behind the students.
Are you alone right now? Are you alone? I can tell.
I've been waiting to connect all night.
I know. I can feel that.
So what you're saying, basically...
Excuse me, I'm rapping here.
Oh. Hey, I was just trying to get to the next.
Why you just go knock it out my face?
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Cheryl.
So he was in
Mac
Connecticut.
Mac on.
Okay, that's all right now. It don't went down. I was macking. Go ahead. Finish your soliloquy, sir.
I agree with Garrett, though. You know, it's good that you become involved with, you know, your children's curriculum, you know, because...
Are you going to join the PTA now?
When I have kids. I mean, I'm still only 22.
You don't have to have...
You don't have to have kids. Go to www.pta.org and you can sign up.
You could just be fine and sexy and alone in Connecticut and join the PTA.
Join it and make some changes.
And don't forget to call back. You got a sexy ass laugh. Call back all the time.
And sure, you know something people don't realize, they often forget, is that charter schools are also public schools.
That's
so there's
good.
a traditional school, but charter schools are innovative approaches that are funded by public dollars and are held to the same standards. So people need to recognize that that's a more innovative solution than the traditional system.
That's wonderful. See, I'm glad you clarified that. That's why you will be a guest on this show as long as you like. You want to go to Stormy in Atlanta?
Stormy.
Hey, Stormy. Dang, you went way back.
Hey, everybody. What's going on?
What's going on, Stormy? What you got to say, baby?
Well, actually, I wanted to rewind it about 20 minutes ago. I was speaking on the unemployment. Honestly, African Americans, the reason why our unemployment rate is so high is because our pride is in the sky. In certain places, we feel like we can't work. In certain things, we're not going to do. So we're going to always have an unemployment rate that's higher than other races. So once we can get our head from between our asses, basically, then we'll be all right. You got
I have to disagree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
You know, I have to disagree with you on that.
That's Suckle and Stacy speaking to you, buddy.
I have two friends right now that are homeless, and myself, I haven't worked in 2 years. I happen to work in entertainment, so I'm self-employed, but I've been looking for a regular job in order to stay afloat. And I applied to a position that I know that I'm qualified for, and the lady responded back within 5 minutes and said, "We just got 600 responses." If there are no jobs, it's really difficult. And you know, I don't think I will take. I've been, normally I work as an assistant part-time when I'm not working as a writer in the entertainment industry. I have signed on to maybe 12 to 15 employment agencies where they hire you part-time or full-time. I can type my ass off. My skills are excellent. I know all of the programs, Microsoft Word, Excel.
Question. Nobody uses a typist in business anymore. I don't know anybody that has a typist.
Computer.
Right, no, they don't use that.
It's not the typing. What I'm saying is administrative assistants, they have
No,
to do
that's what
all
I'm
of
saying.
that. Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
don't.
Nobody uses that anymore.
Right.
Most people do their own emails, do their own correspondence, and there's no pool of typing.
In corporate, they have it's the assistants for some of them.
Let's ask the CEO of the PTA. How many typists you got up there at the PTA?
Well, my assistant is sitting right here.
And she be like, "Fuck that."
Ain't nobody getting my job.
Cheryl, I did tell tell her now I can have
As they high five.
because I got to make
She
sure I
was
can
she
handle
was
my
giving you the
business.
twist
But I
now.
agree with you.
type
She
that
was giving
yourself.
you the sister like.
But what I don't agree with is that we won't do anything.
Right.
Well,
we don't agree.
But
What
I
we
would,
don't agree
and I would venture to tell the caller this: when you look at the rising unemployment rate, I think for African Americans right now we're like 15.7% or so. In some communities it's as high as 20%. Then take that same figure and look at the dropout rate for African Americans. There is a direct correlation between the two of those. And I don't dispute the notion that there are a lack of jobs, because that is true, that is founded. But when you start talking about not just jobs that help you make it from day to day and week to week, but jobs that actually move you from one station to the next, we need a quality education for folks to help do that, to move to a different level.
Okay, but
than where
when
they
you
currently
say
are.
that, well, when you say that, let me get on the side of the caller here. It's a combination thing. There are some jobs that we not gonna take. I don't know nobody around this table that's black. That's right, and you ain't picking no goddamn grapes.
No, I'm not doing
You ain't
that.
picking shit. That's
Strawberries.
Right. All right, now,
No,
so
I
it's
ain't
some
doing
shit you won't do. That's what the caller is really saying. And we will not relocate for a job like we used to. When we were little, they put us in the back of the car where you got deuce and quarter, Broham, you know, or something. You be in the car, you going down south or wherever Big Mama live or somebody live, and you went and relocated to another job. But also the country has changed.
Is that a
because-
national problem?
But that's right. It's an American problem because they don't have jobs where you can migrate to the job and then become part of the middle class anymore. It's either you low down here or you up here. There's nothing in there. But I do not believe that there's a job you wouldn't take. Let me tell you how I know.
You know what?
I was gonna hire your ass, and you was like, "Bitch, you pay very good, but I'm not gonna work for your neurotic, crazy. I can't tell nobody where the fuck you live. I gotta wear a blindfold to drive to your shit ass." So I know, caller, you're right. Tell Stacey to her motherfucking face there's some shit she won't tell.
Next week, welcome to McDonald's.
That sound like that bitch on the Sheryl Underwood show.
Is there anything wrong with my philosophy is the universe is abundant. That's my thing. I feel like the universe is abundant, and the
Stacey
money
can't work
is
at
out
McDonald's
there.
because there's no blouse for them titties. There's no.
We ain't got
the
no
I'll hire you.
Fuck the golden artist. Shit.
That was not a requirement.
That's right. And Hornets can't work in there because she can't fit in them black jeans that McDonald's got and shit. She turned her back to get a straw. Them motherfuckers are skeeted all over the goddamn car.
I will work. I will work for the grocery store though. I'll bag some groceries.
Crazy.
You know where we can't
I
work?
always wanted to be a cashier.
We can't work. You know, that's my job, my backup job. If anything goes wrong, you know where we couldn't work? For Howard Hewitt. None of us could work for Howard Hewitt. None of us. None of us.
know.
Let me tell you, I would lose 50 pounds. That's right. I would send her in as the breast, her as the ass. I mean,
I would be the breast.
She'll work for
Stacey's ass is
Jim
bigger
Kelly
than
and part-time for me.
So this is not in my job description. Well, we thank everybody for calling, and we hope that you enjoyed this call. But we also want you to join the PTA.
Yes.
You know, because everybody can play a role in our children's lives being made better. So we want you all to consider joining the PTA.
But
That's how we roll.
I mean, but one thing that I like to say too before we break off this, but it's very important to understand that the future of a country, the strength of a country, any country,
that's right,
depends on our children, on the kids. Literally depends on the children, and everywhere I go in the world, Japan, all over, they understand that. You know, teachers are the highest paid, you know, an honorable position, highest paid position that you can have. And that's except for here. And that's because they are educating the children in order to make the country strong. And and I'm scared to see what's happening as far as this country is concerned, you know, in the future, unless we all jump in, everybody, whether you got kids, whether you don't have kids, whatever, become involved in the education of the children.
See, that was so deep. That need to be the promo for next week. Get involved. No, that was deep.
I believe the children
of future. Why the fuck we singing? Sing out.
I know.
Cheryl had a week off last week. She's like in rare form today.
No, for real, because we love you. But you know what? Okay, somebody load up a song. Please don't let it be when
man.
Okay, we don't want White Jim Kelly to think he picked this one. Because we're going to go to break, and when we come back, we got entertainment news. Inside, there's no business like show business with OG Poetess and Succulent Stacy and myself and everybody on the team. And then we're going to get into Kyler Kelly, talk sports. I think Kyler's calling in.
He's on the line.
He's calling in from Zany's in Chicago, where he's performing his hilarious brand of comedy. And White Jim Kelly going to jump in there, so we're going to talk sports. Matter of fact, Stacy, OG Poetess, we're going to step back and let the fellas, Byron, Howard, and White Jim Kelly. We need a name for you, Howard.
I know.
Heavy Hung. No. Heavy Hung.
I like that.
Okay, bring it go. Okay, Heavy Hung.
Right.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and play his cut.
Let me adjust over here.
Then we got to figure out what Byron's name going to be, you know. Coming up next on the show, on the Win Show, we got sports and we got entertainment on the Foxxhole Sirius XM. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey, we are back. Hey, before we get into it, want to send a happy birthday shout out to Speedy.
Yes, Speedy. If you guys don't know, Speedy had a birthday this past, a huge party. Everybody was there, and I got to tell you, Glenda picked me up in her brand new car. I'm like, oh my God,
what kind of car was it?
BMW. Yes, I got a chance to ride in it, and
they ride smooth, don't it?
Oh my goodness, it was amazing.
How many fellas did you catch?
Okay,
except the ones that she already dating.
I got like 3. Okay, so
you got 3 numbers just sitting on the passenger side.
But you look sexy with your arm hanging out the passenger side of the BMW.
It was very nice. And we had a ball. The BMW is classic. It was really, it's black. I love the color. Well, it's black. So,
so silly.
And we want to thank BMW of North America for being our partner here at the Foxxhole. So big ups to BMW. And what's her name? Glenda.
Yeah, Glenda for giving you a ride.
Glenda and Stacy. I seen y'all pull up at the valet. I was like, yeah, okay.
All the special features and everything. It's a really classy car.
That's wonderful.
Yes,
and that's nice that y'all do things together in the BMW.
Right.
Glenda. That's nice. What they doing? Girls Gone Wild. They was riding the Speedy birthday party.
Yeah, and by the way, I performed at Speedy's party.
Yeah, you was getting your rap on. What song did you do?
I did a song called Of the Essence, which was dedicated to all the brothers in the house. And it was the first time.
Off your album.
Off my album.
Where can we get it?
Amazon, probably.
Amazon. And why is it not in our playlist like I demanded the first time we heard it?
And
maybe Jacob will pull up Of the Essence.
Come on, Jacob, the man of God with the big ride. Go ahead and put it in there.
Now drop that
Scrotum Scott
entertainment thing.
We want to hear the poetess rap.
Business like show business with Succulent Stacy and Glenda the Good Witch with the G-Spot on the Sheryl Underwood Show.
He never gets it right. It's Glenda the Good Witch with the great G-Spot. And that's the entertainment report.
How did she get that name?
Glenda the Good Witch with the great G-Spot?
I gave it to her.
And who researched it?
It has something to do with red exotics.
I reached it.
You reached it.
He reached it. You hit that G-Spot. Yeah, because they got this thing going between White Jim Kelly and Glenda. They got this really...
And every once in a while, Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle jumps in and everything.
And speaking of Kyle's on the line.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, what's up, Sheryl Underwood? How y'all doing, family?
Hey, we miss you. How's it going in Zany's?
It's going good. I just got off stage, had a good time. Thanks for shouting me out.
You fell off stage?
Wonderful.
You know why?
Did you
I
fall?
was walking back in right now. I was walking. What's up, Howard Hewitt? How you doing, sir?
What's up, man? What's up?
And I was walking back in right now. Then I heard y'all bring me up, so I ran back out.
Wonderful.
And then you fell.
No. Hey, shout out. Is Mr. Byron Garrett still in there?
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you something. I appreciate what you're doing for the PTA because I spent 9 years in the teaching profession, and it's nice when the parents are involved, especially when they fine. So I just want to tell all the ladies, please.
I heard that. Say that again. Man, you know, PTA is mostly women. I'm just saying.
Hey,
for real. MILFs, baby, MILFs.
MILFs. Okay, so what's going on? Yes, darling.
Can we please, I hate to ruin the show, but can we knock out this sports right quick? Because I got to run back in there and finish the second half of the show.
Okay, go ahead. We do sports.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry. Forget what we just said. Kyler Kelly on sports. What y'all want to talk about?
My bad. I just got to run. So, Jim Kelly, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Man,
what the fuck y'all want to talk about?
Well, we
get to it.
I haven't greeted my boy yet. Sure, I had to greet him first.
Okay, let me just greet them for you. Did the Falcons beat somebody 41 to what on Sunday? What the hell?
Oh, they beat Arizona.
Yeah.
But our lead story is about a former Falcon.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
My boy. Michael Vick.
Oh, Michael Vick.
Oh, Michael Vick doing the damn thing after they, 2 Sundays ago, they fucked up the quarterback over there, and then they said, well, Michael Vick, fuck them dogs. Go on there and lead us to victory.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, because they was hating on him at first, Cheryl. But now all of a sudden, you know,
Did he win?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, he won. And
He
now,
won Sunday?
Yeah.
He did.
Go ahead, Jim.
He did well.
Yeah, he did great, and it was all assumed that Kevin Cobb would get his starting job back, but today they made the announcement that Michael Vick's the new starter in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Because don't Kevin got a concussion?
No,
but see, Cheryl, there's a rule.
He's healthy.
Yeah.
There's a rule that you don't lose your position due to injury. That's just a standard rule. So they were going to let Kevin Cobb start because he was a starter before he got hurt. But he started getting that pressure. Andy Reid, I'm sure, got that pressure like, yo, man, don't act like you don't see what Michael Vick is doing. Yeah, come on, man, stop hating. Let this brother do his thing.
Well,
Which is huge.
I truly believe that if Michael Vick leads the team to any position in the playoffs or higher than that, they gonna forget everything he did with a dog.
That's all it takes, Cheryl.
What's going
That's
on?
all it takes.
Hey, let me tell you what I want to ask both of y'all. You think the little bitch in the Jets locker room is a liar?
I just think she's whack and she need to put some clothes on.
But she had on some tight ass jeans and
Some
a
asshole
shirt.
out jeans. Come on, man. I mean, the cats
Okay,
are
so-
flirting. You know, I mean, come on, man. The cats are flirting. Put some clothes on and we end all that right there.
But did she come into there with a little sexual shit happening?
She's
into
a
locker-
flirt without a doubt. You can go on the internet and image search her. She's at all the Super Bowl media days, measuring the players' biceps and standing on their shoulders and stuff. So
Yeah, she plays the whole bimbo
she's a
route.
bad name for. She's a bad person for the female
For
reporters.
the good reporters that are doing
good
well.
ones. They're doing a
But,
good
and
job.
we're not saying you can't be beautiful and be a reporter. Okay, here's my
Right.
other question to you, gentlemen. So the bitch said that they threw a football at her fucking head, and it didn't even touch the bitch. Isn't it true that who threw a football 75 miles per hour with the velocity of the 75 mile per hour and didn't
Sure.
hit a bitch? Yes, thank you.
Give my love to everybody. Got to run back in.
Okay, we got it. We
All right,
got
Kyle.
the scores.
All right, Kyle.
I just want to know how the bitch didn't get hit with the football. Remember they hit that bitch that was under, was it the soccer thing? Hit that bitch in the face with the soccer ball? Okay. Okay. Is it that the soccer motherfuckers really want to hit a bitch?
They just want to go up there and look at the ass.
Hilarious.
Right.
But that's like a big thing. Where do you cut the line off? They should like have nobody in the locker room and have a room for all these guys.
Yeah.
Why are they walking around a bunch of naked dudes in the first
I was
place?
in the locker
And
room
why is the
plugging.
guys doing that too?
Remember I told you that?
Hey, why you gonna
Yeah.
mess up somebody's dream?
But remember that time I told you I was in the locker room where I used to work for this radio station in Dallas in
Dirk
Grand Prairie.
Nowitzki.
Yeah, and I was in the locker room. We lied to get in the locker room like we were these big time reporters. I know shit about
The 7-foot German.
Right. So I'm like, I'm walking in there. So everybody's asking their questions and shit. So he looking at me. I didn't know at that time that he liked black women. So he looking at me.
Like, how you doing?
Yeah, and he was like, so what's your question? I said, do you think Michael Jackson molested the kids?
Oh, he's like one of the nicest guys in the world
Right.
too. How did
So
he answer it?
Everybody started laughing. So then he said, I said, you German? He said, yeah. I said, Speckles, you Dutch? He said, yes. I said, no, Speckles, you Dutch. All I know is where's the flu hugger, right? So he pulls his pants up and this big ass white dick flips over the pants. I went, why, I love
That's hilarious.
Oh,
So I think women
God.
should be allowed.
the hell yeah. And
I
I
don't
think,
give a
but I don't
damn.
think dudes should be in the locker room.
Well,
No,
we should
Howard, dudes be in the locker room?
No. All women reporters should be in the locker room. That's it. I
Here,
agree with
here.
that.
But dudes, would you be in the locker room for women athletes?
I would not.
Like the
Oh,
WNBA?
yes,
For women
definitely.
athletes.
Oh, women athletes?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it
Well,
should
I'd go
be-
for the
it should be
tennis, but not the
reciprocated.
Serena.
WNBA.
That's a
You
nice
can see
Serena,
Serena's
boy.
ass on court. You
I'd
ain't
do
got
it for the tennis. No,
That's
no.
right.
For the WNBA, they'd fight them.
What you gonna do?
That's Serena's ass. What's that?
That's nice.
I know.
I love that girl. Yeah.
Yeah, she got a nice ass. Even though I did hear a rumor. I tell you off there. I just heard that it has O'Dare.
Oh, dear.
It ain't potpourri, goddamn it. I heard.
Oh Lord! Oh, you right.
No, I was just telling you, I was fucking this dude. He said, this smell like
Wait a minute!
cabbage.
Right in the middle, you fucking
Cabbage.
do. Why is she?
Well, I
gonna
always know because I always like to ask questions while I'm fucking the dude. Like, comparative to any other person you fuck.
Well.
Oh my God!
Yeah, last one question.
Serena.
Okay, let's do entertainment news. Speaking of somebody that I tried to fuck but couldn't pull him, Michael Clark Duncan is dating Omarosa.
Yeah, I hear that they're very much in love. They've been spotted. They've been dating since about April.
I saw them at the BET Awards together.
I saw them at the Holly Robinson Pete thing.
Were they snuggle up together?
Well, they said that
she looked like she was mad at him that night.
Really? Maybe she's mad.
According to reports,
it's over already.
It's over.
Omarosa was quoted as saying that he's definitely the one, and that he is
Did she
the
say all them
greatest
punks
guy.
she was fucking with on her little raggedy reality show was the one too?
Nah, I don't think she really had.
Oh, she was trying to date Albie Shaw?
Well, he was on that.
The other light skin.
Another light skinned dude. Reverend, get up on this. Bam, bam, bam.
The other white meat.
LSB.
Well, anyway, she says that if he proposed to her, that she would absolutely say yes, and that this is the one.
Does she'll do her own wedding? Ain't she a preacher?
Wait a minute. The bitch is up from one side to the other side. Do you? Yes, I do. And save her own money. Wait a minute. Does he still got any of that Green Mile money left?
No, I don't think so.
God damn.
But he's been in a few movies after that. But
okay, let's ask. Would you sleep with Michael Clark Duncan? Poetess.
I think he's a nice guy. I wouldn't.
You don't like him that big?
No, I like him. I like him big.
You like? How big we talking big?
No, I don't think he's a bad guy. I actually.
You think it's long or wide?
Fellas, I think this is a conversation ladies should have.
I think it's a green.
I actually know.
Right, y'all about to throw up in your own mouth? What's about to happen?
I actually know Michael Clark Duncan, and he's a very, very nice guy.
And that's what's attractive about him, is that he's very sweet.
Well, see, but that's the same way I feel about Bill Duke. Okay, I'll go out with Bill Duke. You go out with Michael Clark Duncan. We need another big black guy.
I would go out with Forrest Whitaker if he wasn't married.
Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker?
Wait a minute, who you say you go out with?
I would go out with Bill Duke too.
Okay, so then, okay.
Wait a minute, why you say it like that?
What?
That's like Forrest Whitaker. I love Forrest Whitaker.
He was sexy in the movie.
To each his own.
He did a movie where he was really sexy. Okay, fellas, would you go out with the one?
No, I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't go out with Michael.
Yeah, wait a minute, how are you?
I wouldn't go out with Bill.
With Forrest?
Or Forrest.
I was going to ask you, would you go out with Omarosa?
Let's clarify that right now.
What about Serena with the old door?
With the,
oh, yeah.
We'd have to figure that one out.
I'd hit that.
I'd just try to see about that. That's just a rumor.
I'd be her tennis ball.
Would you go?
Oh, yellow and everything.
Yeah. So would you go out with Omarosa?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Byron, would you go out with Omarosa?
Yep.
You would?
Wow.
Would you kiss her? Would you marry her?
Oh, good God.
As long as I get half.
How about all that?
For the PTA. He get all that money for the PTA.
That's funny.
Okay, what else you
He's
got
doing
for
it for the cheerleaders.
Aretha Franklin wants Halle Berry to play her in the upcoming biopic
As a
about
baby?
the Queen.
In the womb.
I'd watch it then.
That's the big button version of her story.
I'm thinking the younger Aretha because she was
Very
a little
young.
smaller.
Yeah,
He
school.
said very young.
We love the Queen of Soul.
And she was very petite when she was younger.
Well, let me do this as a disclaimer. It's my understanding that her son was assaulted
Yes.
out and about, and he's in the hospital.
I'm
So we
sorry
praying
to
for her
hear that.
family. Okay, back to comedy and suing. Go ahead. Now, who else you want to play in this damn movie?
Denzel Washington, she wants to play as her dad,
Who? What the fuck?
Reverend C.L. Franklin.
You lying?
The legendary-
That would be better for Forrest Whitaker.
I think so.
Denzel can play Barry Gordon.
She wants Terrence Howard. And then Aretha can get whoever she wants. She wants Terrence Howard for the role of Smokey Robinson.
I can see that because he sing and he got them
And he
eyes.
light-skinned.
Right, but you could do it too, Howard Hewitt.
Not with the eyes, though. Like,
Smokey Robinson
got the eyes.
Contact lenses.
I hate
Blair Underwood for the role of her brother and manager, Cecil Franklin.
I can see that. Who gonna play? Didn't she marry one of the Temptations? Or she was almost married to one of
She
them?
married, what's his name? Glenn Turman.
Ooh, who gonna play him?
Ooh.
Louis Dix.
Hold on.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
AJ Jamal.
AJ Jamal might be a better pick.
Oh my God.
And for her role, her sister, Irma Franklin, she wants, is that Irma? Yeah, Irma Franklin, she wants, says she wants, the actors are as enthusiastic, I'm sorry, Nia Long.
Doing Nia Long?
Yeah.
So why, okay, what about Jennifer Hudson? Could do Aretha.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't want Jennifer Hudson. She wants Halle Berry.
Was it guy Daniel Sanjata that's in was it Rescue Me? Is it Rescue Me? He could do a good Smokey.
Me.
That's a good song. We know how old you are. He could be good for Smokey Robinson. It'd be fantastic. I hear there's a rumor that Chris Brown is dating a Kardashian.
Which one though? The oldest one? No.
It might be Kim. I heard
Kim's
she just
dating
broke
Miles
up.
Austin.
I heard she just broke
it's
up
over.
with that dude.
Oh really?
So we know what that means. What team does he play for?
Dallas Cowboys.
That
She's
means
good.
Cowboys will not go to Super Bowl. If you're not fucking a
terrible without
Kardashian,
her.
you'll
Won't
never
go
win
to Super
anything.
Bowl.
Yeah.
That's right. Won't do
But
anything.
she looks like she can go toe to toe with Chris. I vote her in.
Absolutely. Until she get beat up 2 knots on her head. But them Kardashians are meaning they have everybody in Glendale fighting.
Yeah. And Burbank.
Our last article is Jennifer Lopez and Steve Tyler are new Idol
Oh my
judges.
God, are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think about that, poetess?
I think since they've both been in the music business a long time, especially Steve and Tyler, I think
we talked about this briefly because the American Idol has such a rock oriented type of situation happening there. So Steven Tyler, I think, is a great pick. I love
you as an artist, Howard, for all these years. How do you feel about shows like, especially American Idol? Do you think that helps the music industry, or do you think that these artists are contrived and produced?
Now, I'll tell you what, if I was 21, 22, 23, 24 years old, whatever, I'd be running to American Idol because
you
can't get that kind of
you know, at first, because my daughter, Rainey, she turned me on to it at first, right? And my whole situation initially was like, there's no way that somebody in 10, 15 weeks is going to accomplish what I know people have been trying all their lives to accomplish. But the format of it is so cool. And also the second season, I didn't watch it until when she turned me on to it. I didn't watch it until it was over with. But the second season, when I saw how they had to go through the whole, and they had to go through the whole situation as far as like, you know, the audition was one thing, but once you get into Hollywood week, you know, you got to go through the whole.
You got to bring something to the
thing.
table.
Every night you got to bring something to the table, which is what entertainment is about, you know. And if you have 60+ million people calling in and watching like the finale show and all that kind of stuff, that's just, and you have 60+ million people calling in, that's just a fraction of the people that are actually watching. So once you, I mean, even if you got 1/60th of that, of 60 million people, that's a million records sold.
Well, then why, let me ask you a question then. Why, okay, so they got Randy Jackson to stand, and they got Jennifer Lopez, and got Steven Tyler. Okay, so which one of them is going to be the Simon Cowell?
I don't know. I don't think you can replace Simon Cowell.
He was good at what?
You think it'll start falling off?
Yeah.
You think it'll start falling off? I mean, it did last year, but you think it would? Yeah.
What about Diddy?
I don't know.
I think that.
I think Diddy got that.
I think Diddy is cold-hearted enough to...
Damn.
Not cold-hearted, but I think he's hard enough to...
He has so much stuff going on. Can they pay him enough to sit there?
You know who can really do it? Who? I mean, I'm saying cold-hearted. I'm saying somebody that'll let you know what the fuck you need to get your shit together. That goddamn Marcus King back there in that office.
Yes, Marcus would be perfect.
I have come in and try to piss some bullshit, and Marcus be like,
no, Marcus ain't
giving you the sideways.
Yeah.
The
twist mouth. Oh yeah,
he gives you the twist.
That's the look, right? That's the look, right there. Like,
wait a minute, we're not gonna talk about Paris Hilton getting slapped on.
No, that's next week. That's
week.
next week.
Okay.
That's next week. We're gonna talk about that next week. And that has been There's No Business Like Show Business. And we have fun in sports talk. Can I just tell y'all something? This is the most fun I've ever had. It's, you know, it's like a cool ass cocktail party or something like that.
So
And don't forget, okay, if we can't, you know, get what I need to get, can he get to get?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
What?
I'll try not to say something because I'm not supposed to say it on the air. Okay. So now it's time for Sex a Minute Serious. We gonna go to break first. When we come back,
This is Howard's favorite segment. That's
good.
what he said.
No.
Sex a Minute Serious is what is the freakiest thing your kids have caught you doing? And for those of us that don't have kids, those of us that slept with either the mother, if you the dude, or the father, if you me. What is the freakiest
Because you
thing?
still got caught.
Right. Freakiest thing that your kids have caught you doing. The freakiest thing that I would say that I have been caught doing, having sex with the son of the father.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna lay hands on you right now. That's all I
heels.
I walked in the wrong room. I got up to go to the bathroom, and I came back, and I was like, "Oh, what? These bunk beds." So when we come back, we're gonna do Sex and Minute Serious.
Bunk bed.
Superman looking at you from the pillow.
What's Wait a minute, Star Wars sheets. I had to sketch.
We're gonna bust that on Wonder Woman.
So when we come back, Sex and Minute Serious, what's the freakiest thing your kids have caught you doing? We want to hear from you. Give us a call at 1-877-2-106-106. Don't forget, we're gonna make it fast. We're gonna make it hot. So we want to hear from you. So hit the phones right now. Wait a minute, what are we over here? Oh yeah,
That's a joint party.
I know.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
From the album Simply Poetry by the Poetess. I'm about to put
And
that
where can
shit
we get
on
it?
iTunes.
That's right.
Amazon for now, or Google it. You can
They
find
don't
it.
say that's the joint no more. They say that's what's
They say
right.
that's the joint. That's the joint.
That's right. The bomb. That's the
We
joint.
need to go get our Adidas and hit the streets, baby. So, what is the freakiest thing your kids have caught you doing, Brother Howard Hewitt?
My kids?
Yeah. Because one of them is sitting right down there.
I don't know. You know what?
She like blushing down
I know.
there.
We talked about it earlier, though, because I was very, very discreet. Because I think as you know, because when my kids, my two daughters, my two older daughters came to live with me when they were like 5 and 7 years old. One day I was a weekend dad. The very next day, literally, I was a full-time dad. But I had, and they came to live with me when I had this condo over in Hancock Park. The condo was like the bachelor pad.
Wow.
So I had,
lights up under the bed.
I mean,
and
oh
everything.
man, on the shit, mirrors on
Track
no mirrors on
lighting.
some. But like
Mirrors on the ceiling.
I had to put the brakes on very, very, very quickly, you know, because two little girls come to live with me and stuff. So I don't know, you'd have to ask them because
How many aunties did they have?
Yeah. No, they didn't have very many. No, see, because they didn't see a whole bunch of stuff running in and out.
She's saying she didn't see nothing.
You're like a really good parent.
I know, and because it's very important. It's very important, especially with girls. Especially with girls,
that's nice. But that's nice that you really cared about your daughter's spirits, and you probably made it better for them to have better relationships with men because you're such a good father.
No, I hope
That
so.
was nice.
Well, I hope so.
That kind of wasn't the answer I wanted.
She's looking for some juice and some dirt.
I kind of wanted them to walk around with their pajamas on with their hand in a box of cereal, crying. Why is that lady on my daddy?
That's stupid.
Get off my daddy.
Get off my daddy.
What are you doing?
You killing it. You killing it.
Get off my daddy.
And see, come here, Monica McClooney from United Negro College Fund, where we're going to have a nice UNCF weekend. So we were trying to wait for her, but I guess she's a United Negro College Fund time. So that's why I said
You ain't right.
so wait a minute. Now, have you ever met Howard Hewitt before? Oh, I love your bob. Pull this. You can rock that. A little piece on the side. See, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, Stacy, everybody. Okay, so I know we're supposed to be doing the Sex and Minute Serious, but can you tell us what the lineup is for the Evening of the Stars this weekend?
No,
I thought you was going to sit on
I
this
know. Look like this show doing the most. Is that all right? Oh, hold on. Now I want to start a fight. Okay. Don't start a fight. Okay, right.
Geraldo show.
No. So who's the lineup for this weekend?
We have a fantastic lineup for this weekend, celebrating Shaka Khan on Saturday at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium. We've got everybody from Anita Baker to Lettucey.
Are you serious?
Yes. To Melanie Fiona, Faith Evans, Fantasia, Anthony Hamilton, Stevie Wonder.
Well, come on, come to Howard Hewitt.
So we have a fantastic show. And
Really?
We're excited. Yeah, we're really excited about this.
Okay, is it time enough that Portis you can get a credential for the Foxxhole?
When is it?
It's Saturday.
And
Pasadena.
where? Oh, okay. Well, we'll work that out.
Come on. Absolutely.
Sticking together.
I won't be in town, but we'll try to get somebody there.
That would be great. Okay, so now this is Monica Howard Monica. This will be the person you talk to, so you could sing on one year, because we're gonna tell the famous story about last time you came. And Angie Stone was downstairs.
That's right, and I failed to say that Angie is in the show this year. We had a little chit chat in the lobby last year.
That's right. That's how we do it, the Foxxhole.
Hook it up.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Byron Val
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Valdicio Garrett is the CEO of the PTA. Wow, them 6 letters come together really good. Don't they? The CEO of the PTA. So how can the PTA work with the UNCF? Bam! See how I bring people
talked to
together?
Michael, but yeah.
I'm the damn Henry Kissinger of the world. To be bringing people together.
You are. We're working with Chris Draft.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, Chris is one of our ambassadors.
We do need to.
Small world.
Absolutely.
It is. It gets smaller and smaller.
Smaller by the day.
That is
Black folks
wonderful.
anyway.
That is wonderful. See how Portis.
Hook it up,
This
hook it
show
up.
is such a force for good in the world.
You're just moving all over the globe.
I wish I could stop moving like that. It's called toning. It's called toning. If you tone your body, you won't jiggle when you sit down. Stacy, you're having sex with a father and he has children in the house. What is the freakiest thing the children have seen you do?
I haven't been busted in it. All the guys that day got grown kids. They walking around saying, "Damn, daddy, who was that?" I'm not
That's the girl I
dating
met
guys.
on the internet.
That's the internet. Oh, yeah,
That's
that's the
it,
I
that
met
girl.
on the internet.
That's it. Okay, White Jim Kelly. Have you ever had sex with a woman who had children?
Yes.
Children ever seen you do anything?
Possibly, yes. I just said we were wrestling. And I like wrestling with your mother, and I have to leave now.
No, but
You're only 4. You won't remember this. Then I just walk out.
Did you do those Madagascar penguins?
Then he goes,
No, I don't see it.
hand me those drawers in the corner.
Okay, wait. Byron?
Oh, I love kids, sorry.
Byron?
The fifth.
You plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth?
He's the CEO.
Oh, the PTA, so he can't say if he's having.
CEO of
Okay,
the
got
PC.
it.
He can't say nothing bad about kids at all, ever.
Well, okay, so, me.
He said poetess.
Okay, have you ever been caught? Father got children. What have the
I
children
kind of
seen?
got 2 stories.
Oh,
One is, I never seen them in the act, but I did bust the door open one time when I thought they was like my mother's boyfriend. I busted in the door like, "What are you doing with my mommy?"
How old were you?
I kicked the door.
30.
Oh my God! You kicked the door with them hard baby shoes.
She was 28.
Okay, wait. How old were you? Oh,
I was about 11.
oh okay. So you didn't
then
have a
the
hard
other
baby
story
shoe.
is I almost got caught by moms because one day she was
you
over my house and we were looking at like all these family videos, and just as soon as my mother walked off, there was a video I made that
Are you serious?
You
if
know
she
what?
would have been still standing there, I would have slapped the camera on the floor.
That's hilarious.
Do you still have that video?
No, I erased it.
Oh, damn.
Mom's almost saw the sex tape.
You know, you
You made a sex tape.
You could be
made a sex
famous
tape.
by now.
Oh, we can make a lot of money.
Okay,
off
wait a
that.
minute.
We
Okay,
can help
sex
them
and the
kids.
serious question number 2. Who around this table has made a sex tape? That
I
want to
never
admit it.
Poetess.
Poetess made one, and I'm almost. You never made a sex tape.
No go. No.
I have-
Are you
I
still
haven't
pleading the
made
fifth? Okay. You have made a sex tape?
I have not.
How have you made a sex tape?
Yes, lying. Howard, don't leave me by myself.
Just poetess.
Right after.
You erased
I
it?
erased it right after.
Well, I'm glad I found it because I actually lost it, and that's
Oh,
what
that always happens.
You know, you could be famous. We could post
and it
on
was
the
before
internet.
it was before the internet age. Thank God.
So you took your sex tape, was VHS? What was it?
it was on high
A
end.
projector back in the day.
Damn, right?
That's hilarious.
Hey, yeah.
Wait a minute. What about Cheryl? Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl,
What
have you
about
made
you?
a sex tape,
Come on,
Cheryl?
man.
Let's just say. Been numerous attempts to get my skills on camera.
She has radar for the red light.
Hell yeah, 'cause every red light ain't no smoke detector. I make sure I take every tape out the house so I can check my technique. And I'm good look like I was surfing on the dick a few minutes ago.
That's hilarious.
Beats blanket bingo. I try not to make sex tapes because I'm not good at. There's only one thing I do sexually that I do very well, and I plan on writing a book. But that other stuff,
With the
I'm
vapor rub.
yeah,
What's
with
the
a big
best-
vapor
what's
rub
the
on your
best
left.
sex tape that's been out there?
The best one,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any. You know,
From
I
like a
did
celebrity?
see
Even a movie?
Fishburns. No, I saw
celebrity.
Fishburns recently. And
I
you're
heard
right,
R.
Poetess,
Kelly's
it
was
wasn't that good.
surprisingly well, even though it was with the wrong person.
It was blurry.
Really?
First select.
I couldn't
with
see
your
much.
glasses.
I probably got
Saw that steam.
I probably got fourth generation.
Real? I don't know. I see. I don't look at people's sex tapes. Like I didn't see.
Kendra Wilkinson
You
one. That
didn't
was
see
pretty good.
Fishburne?
No, I didn't want to see that. That doesn't make me sad.
Yeah,
I love
the dude
Earl.
was just
I love
nasty.
Cornbread Earl and Me, and I love Apocalypse Now. So I couldn't watch it.
Kardashians is weak.
It wasn't bad with
Yeah.
Ray J.
You want to take a few
Yeah.
calls?
You want to take a few calls?
Yeah.
Okay.
She is
Hey, speaking of Dancing with the Stars, Brandy did a wonderful job. I know y'all was like, bitch, we want to talk about Dancing with the Stars. But I got to say this. Brandy did really, really good last night. I was very proud of her. So did Rick Fox. Did very, very well. Okay, let's go to phones. Black Ice. Hey, Black Ice.
Black Ice, you there?
Uh-oh.
No, he's gone. Where am I going? Seth?
He just dropped.
We going to Seth?
Yeah, Seth is.
Yeah.
Hi, Seth.
How you doing, baby?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful.
What are you trying to do today?
I was calling about the sex them in the serious question.
And?
I have twin sons. They're 30 years old now.
Uh-huh.
When they were 5 years old, they caught me and mother in the laundry room. We had just laid them down for a nap, and I told them I was going to help their mom do laundry, right?
Yeah.
Because she had a heavy load.
How European.
I know, that's what I was like. We're going to go help your mom do the laundry. So what happened?
Well, I had her up on the washing machine, doing my thing.
Spin cycle?
Yes.
One of them tumble dryers. What else happened?
Spin cycle.
Keep going. Uh-huh.
But anyway, so they walk in and Junior says, Daddy, what are you doing to Mommy? and we both froze, and I got a cramp in my and couldn't
You a Charlie horse?
Yeah, so we were frozen in this position. Her with her legs flailing in the air, and me with got caught on the upstroke.
Really? You must be either really long or really tall. Because from the height, if her legs are in the air,
You're a man.
okay, picture this. No,
You always do this.
okay, but because I want the caller to get the visual. Okay, so her legs up in the air. He's standing in front of the machine, right?
Where is she? Is her ass
She's
on the
up.
top of the? Is she sitting on the top of the washer?
Well, gotta be. Okay.
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 You're trying to figure out the
Yeah.
The logistics of
Of
it.
it.
Geometry.
geometry, exactly.
Well, my thing is, do you have a warranty once you fuck up your washing machine like that?
So maybe it's right next to the dryer, and they have to use both of them.
Yeah, ooh, that would be good because the dryer is warmer.
Correct.
You don't do it on the washing machine. Do it on the dryer.
And if it's black, can you get the ass stains off?
Please talk to your friend. Well, this has been a fantastic show. This show was about how do we raise children in this economy.
We
It turned out to education.
Right.
And how do you do it in the laundry room?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, here's what's fun about this show. Even though we started talking about children and economy, we really worked our way through this and educating our children, which will always be a priority, not just on this show, but it should be a priority in this country. It should not be a right to be educated. It should not be a choice to be educated. It should just be a natural, organic occurrence to be educated. Because when you talk about what is a right is something that can be taken away. So that's just my belief system. First, we got to thank our fantastic guest. Byron, I'm going to say something. I may have ragged on you before, but you fit in really well with this show. Yeah. We would hope that if there are things that you need to impart to our listeners, that you would feel free to call into this show, or when you're in this area, come back to the show and sit in with us, because we want to learn more about what the PTA has to offer and why we should be joining and working with you for the advocacy of our children.
Will do. Thank you so much.
We'd love to have you do that. And I don't know if I want to tell her business that she's here, but my dear Sarah Dale is here, and I'm just going to say I'm really happy that I was walking through the hotel that night, because I would not have seen you, and we would not have met, and we would not have gotten a wonderful guest, and you're a great spirit. And executive assistant, say your name, darling. Tamika's, all your kin people know that you're out of town. Okay, they know now. So you hear. Monica McClooney, thank you for stopping by to let us know what's going to happen at the UNCF weekend. I know we're not supposed to say United Negro College Fund, but hey, okay, it's UNCF. It just don't sound as much fun as United Negro. Okay. We need something for the end. Okay.
Change it.
No, because that's like changing the NAACP.
Too much
NAACP is a tight name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to change everything too.
Yeah.
Okay, so UNCF, that's what we're supposed to say. UNCF, that's hipper. Speaking of a phenomenal Negro, a great man of music, that's right. Howard Hewitt, can I just tell you something?
Yes,
I was getting calls all over the country how well that you fit in with the gang, and I want you to always know that this chair is always open to you if you'd like to come back.
I love to come back.
And I'd love to have you, so if you can fit it in your schedule, in case I get some great job that I have to run off and do, which this is a great job too, but sometimes I'm out of town, so I'd like for you to always come in if you could.
Back,
Wonderful, wonderful. And what is the tour?
The tour, the Men of Soul tour. Myself, Jeffrey Osborne, Peebo Bryson, and Freddie Jackson will be in Dallas this Friday, and then Detroit on the 1st of October.
You know, it'd be great if we can do a benefit for the PTA and have them perform at the concert and in Washington. I think that'd be phenomenal.
You're always producing.
Sounds good to me.
You the producer, has Stacey producing. Okay. Okay, that's a deal. Okay, can we talk about that this weekend? Let's talk about that this weekend. UNCF, PTA, Washington D.C., Minnesota. Stacey, you produce, and we'll just make it happen. And we just need to find a venue. What about Lincoln Theater? That's cozy enough and manageable.
Lincoln, Warner, either one.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see if we can make this happen. And you know what? They really needs to happen. It needs to be a march. Everybody's marching for everything. Yes, we're supporting the 10-2-10 march for jobs. But when are we going to march for our children?
Right.
Whether I have it or not. But let's march for them.
We should, definitely.
Okay, then it starts here. It starts right now. White Jim Kelly, thank you for always holding it down for us on all things white.
Yes, I do my best.
That's what I'm talking about. Kyle, thank you for calling in from Zanies Glenda. That exciting thing that you're doing that you're going to tell us about when you come back. We can't wait to hear. Poetess, thank you for allowing us to play your music, because we don't just support you as the brains and the bronze that put this show together, but we love that you had careers beyond this that we can still access, because I'm very proud of you. I mean, you are a sweetheart. Now,
Thank you.
Jacob the man of God with the big rod, I heard you trying to hit on Poetess. I told you that was your one get that you can get and have it. Make out Morgan, I love your voice in my ear. Succulent Stacy, my good dear friend that's going to help me with a number of projects. I thank you, and I thank God for you being by my side, because I always had these kooky ass ideas that you be helping me do. Super Scrotum Scott, if Jacob ever breaks up with me in my mind, you can hit it, but we're going to let White Jim Kelly go first, and then you go behind him.
Yeah.
Ignorant as Kyle, I miss you so much. Marcus, I love the fact that you always let us do whatever we feel. Jamie Foxx, thank you for having a vision to put together this entire network. Everybody at Fox King Management and the Foxxhole. Don't forget, we support our troops. We support all emergency service personnel, all first responders. Definitely, we support any firemen. Anybody out there that's giving their life for somebody else. We know that our troops are overseas. We don't want you to be in Afghanistan, but we know one day you will come home and the mission will be over. We support our president, and we always will support our commander-in-chief, because we know that he does not want to take our troops into battle, but if he has to, we support him. We're praying for him. So we don't just pray for President Obama. We pray for his entire family, because that's what gives him the support to lead our wonderful First Lady and Michelle, beautiful children, Sasha Malia. So we love everybody. This has been a wonderful show.
Can I clear something up? I am still single.
Again.
For somebody that know every dude in the nation, she is still single. So where can we find you?
Online.
You ain't shit. You can find me
Harmony.
Outside. You where can you find her?
on Twitter or Facebook, Stacey McClain.
And you say Harmony.
eHarmony.
You can find her downstairs in the parking lot. That's where you can find
Not
her.
on eHarmony.
I have it on my...
She's on the interracial dating.
Well, I have eHarmony on my thing,
I'm not
but I've
on
never
there.
got into it because I'm scared to do it.
Stacey, I'm
It's
gonna make
easy.
sure.
I have to show you.
And Stacey, I'm gonna hit you up because I'm on Facebook too.
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn.
Okay, cool.
Byron Garrett.
Byron
I'll
Garrett,
look
so they can hit you up. Okay, White Jim Kelly, where can we find you?
Facebook, James Kelly, Kelley, Los Angeles.
Poetess.
The Poetess, OG Poetess on Twitter, and the Poetess on Facebook.
Don't forget, I'm on Twitter. I'm on MySpace. Everybody says I shouldn't be, but I am, because I like talking to them little kids. Facebook, I got Facebook fan page, and I got Twitter. So God bless America. God bless our troops. Trucker Nation rolls on. We love you. God bless. Bye-bye.